It's so great to be a part of this event, and obviously there's so many things that go into it, and you might be wondering why we have fantastic Horse Soldier Bourbon sitting up here right now. There's a great story, and obviously anything connected. Working on Military Makeover with Montel Williams, I get to experience firsthand a lot of these amazing veterans that have so proudly served our country, many of them getting hurt in the line of duty. And on our show, Military Makeover with Montel and I assemble a group of designers and contractors and local people that come in and volunteer and support the makeover, top to bottom, of a home of one of our proud military veterans and their family. So when we get to meet another veteran, and of course, Mark Nutsch joining us again, you were on our Super Bowl event. Great to have you back. It's just amazing what you're doing. We're going to talk about the amazing story of Horse Soldier and how the bourbon came out of it. So give us the background on the movie, your experience as a Green Beret, and first of all, thank you for your service.
Hey, thank you, Art. Thanks for having us back here again on this amazing show. It was such a good time during the Super Bowl. And just out here in beautiful sunny St. Petersburg today.
Sweaty,
you can hear
sweaty.
It's
not just
sweaty.
sunny, it's sweaty.
Sweaty, but you can hear the roar of the Indy cars buzzing, zipping around the track. I had the amazing experience yesterday with the legendary Mario Andretti. Got the IndyCar experience.
That's
160
awesome.
plus miles an hour around the track. Did you hear me screaming? That was me screaming.
That
in the
was
back.
you. I doubt a man of your caliber does any screaming whatsoever.
Oh, it was so
seem
amazing.
Bigger and badder than race cars.
Yeah, but we have this amazing brand. Horse Soldier Bourbon that's just blowing up. It's been a great transition for us as Special Forces veterans. Over 6 years now, we've had this amazing company here in St. Petersburg. Just tremendous growth. We're in 12 states now across the U.S. And we've got here in St. Pete, we've got the amazing Urban Stillhouse that has opened. It's a fine dining restaurant. We invite people to come out and taste any of the amazing food we got, as well as some incredible cocktails.
Well, you know what, St. Pete becoming known for many things, right, Mike? I mean, you love to go out and experience dining and culinary experiences. Some amazing chefs in the area as well. Right?
Absolutely. We have Chef Elisa Galenko, who was kind enough to show us a couple of her recipes, which we'll get to a little later on in the show. But I wanted to ask you, what's the reception been like for Horse Soldier? As far as you're in 12 states now, but are you seeing online sales? How are you getting?
Yeah, with COVID, our online sales has just skyrocketed this year. It's become such a critical part of our business. But nationwide, the turnout has just been tremendous. We're probably quietly the fastest growing craft bourbon brand in the United States right now.
And this is your signature product.
This is our signature product. We have two of our amazing bourbons up here that are award-winning, authentic story, just all-American brand. As Special Forces veterans that served our country, and then as we transition into this incredible business in this industry.
And what people don't realize, you don't have to drink bourbon straight. I admittedly, I said this last time, I'm not a brown liquor guy, right? But you've made an amazing cocktail here that has a completely unique, different flavor. Yes. What is this?
This is our bourbon basil smash. It's one of our signature cocktails, and it is our premium straight bourbon. That is a high rye mash bill, double gold winner from the San Francisco Spirits Festival.
It's delicious.
So you got some of that in a pre-batch cocktail mix. It's a breakfast bourbon that we got out here as well, not just for lunch or dinner. Sharing a little bit with some friends and commemorating the special moments in your life. But this is our signature straight bourbon with some sour mix in it and some basil.
Excellent. One of the things that you get to do is speak with veterans all the time on your show,
Sure.
Military Makeover. I would like to know, what's the significance of the name Horse Soldier?
So thank you for asking that. Coming on 20 years ago, I led this incredible Special Forces team on a historic unconventional warfare mission into Afghanistan right after the 9/11 attacks.
Right.
And our team uniquely rode horseback. We worked with the different Afghan militias, united them, and in the mountains where we were isolated, that entire force of thousands, including my American Special Forces team and our CIA teammates and our Air Force teammates, we uniquely rode horseback for the first 23 days in the combat. They made this incredible Hollywood film, 12 Strong, that came out a couple years ago that showcased
Chris
that.
Hemsworth.
Yes, Chris Hemsworth portrayed me in that film. His wife.
How did that feel?
It's incredible. My daughter's got a great kick out of it.
Yeah.
Kind of
They're like Daddy and Hemsworth.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
But
in all
Chris
seriousness,
and Michael Shannon portrayed Bob Pennington, who is one
Great
of our
actor, by the way.
teammates in partners in the Horse Soldier Bourbon brand, and then all the other incredible actors that portrayed my teammates. It was surreal seeing that they made a film about special forces, about Green Berets specifically, in that historic unconventional warfare mission.
Mark, we always hear about, military films. How realistic was their portrayal of
Well,
what you
I
went
think
through?
you touched on that already with Chris Hemsworth portraying me.
Yeah, it's very good. Well, you know what?
My wife
let
reminds
me
me
let me
of
also
these,
say Marcus Luttrell, lone survivor, Mark Wahlberg. So Marcus and I worked together on one season of Military Makeover. It's really strange, isn't it? Mark Wahlberg's this tall, Luttrell's this tall.
Yep.
But honestly, did you feel
they
it was,
get
it
the
was
core
a
of it.
representation of what
It
you
is
went through?
representational. We're so honored and humbled. There had not been a movie specifically about special forces since 1965 with John Wayne and the Green Berets.
Wow.
I know there's a ton of SEAL movies out, and I've met Marcus on a couple occasions briefly, and all those other great movies that portray the incredible things our special operations community does as a whole. And so we're just honored and humbled that there was this movie that portrayed a snapshot of that incredible mission that focused on special forces and what our country did when we were united, on September 12th, and the months and weeks and years afterwards, how united we were as a country.
We were indeed, and it is important to think about getting back to that. And I was going to just say something a little cheeky, which was, Marcus is cool, but he never brought me a bourbon cocktail like you did.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But, and you're welcome to it. We got some more out here. We're doing a great, we got some of the Horse Soldier Bourbon team out here at the St. Pete Pier. We're going to be here till noon today, doing a little bourbon tasting over here, and folks can come out and enjoy some of this bourbon basil smash. But it's other parts about our incredible story that you asked, Mike.
Yeah.
Our bottles are, because of that tie to 9/11, our bottles are uniquely forged by World Trade Center steel.
Wow.
So a little memorial in every bottle there. We want folks to live legendary and celebrate the challenges and the things that they've overcome, and celebrate the victories in their life. And we hope that they'll choose this amazing brand, Horse Soldier Bourbon.
Just one more question on a personal note. How did you personally navigate the relationship between your Afghani fighters and the Taliban that they were fighting along with you? What was that relationship like, and what was the language barrier like?
Yeah, definitely some language barriers in that part of the world. My team did have some experience working in that region prior to 9/11, as did a handful of other Special Forces teams working with our allied partners. But we had to work through those language barriers with the limited language skills we did have. Our CIA counterparts were there as well to help with some of those deeper conversations. And then we had some amazing Afghan interpreters that spoke some basic English that were able to help us with that as well.
Were you surprised that suddenly you're in the midst of battle and your only transportation are horses? Was that a surprise to you guys?
Yeah, we were a little shocked by that, definitely. But the guys did an incredible job adapting to riding horseback. They have some of the best training in the world that our special forces go through. Our team was very mature and cross-trained, but it was a significant emotional event, riding horses for the first time in combat. The U.S. military had not done that since 1942. Wow. And so we're figuring it out. I grew up on a cattle ranch and rodeoed and showed horses.
Whose idea was that anyway?
Well, that's the situation we were put into. And it was adapt to move with the army that General Dostum and the other commanders were building were mounted on horses. They were in a very isolated and rugged area.
Yeah.
And in order to continue advising them on a day-to-day basis and be able to move and help coordinate the combat operations, we had no choice to ride horses. It's
Adapt and overcome.
yeah, definitely. But we've just had incredible careers, and as we've transitioned into this amazing business that we've helped to build, it's just been wonderful meeting folks across the United States. In the 12 states we're currently distributed, folks can go online to horsesoldierbourbon.com, and like you said, with online sales can take us into 33 states where we don't have to have that physical presence. But I'm, prior to COVID and a few through here, and over the next coming months as the country opens up again, which I know everyone is anxious and excited about. I invite them to come out and see us at Horse Soldier Bourbon Promotions. If they follow us on Horse Soldier Bourbon on our social media pages. But I'm also with the Speakers Bureau, and so I've started to do some corporate events for hundreds of people that have gathered and celebrate and learn more about what those companies are doing with their brand and how they're growing.
And speaking of companies, Mark, there's so many great veteran-owned and operated companies, so many companies that hire veterans because of the specific skills that you learn in the service. I mean, and starting your own company, entrepreneurial, American as it gets, right? Companies like Horse Soldier, Black Rifle Coffee Company, same kind of vibe those guys created. They were Special Forces guys too. There's so much value to hiring and working with veterans. What would you like to tell corporate America?
Just give them a chance, man. Yeah. These guys, these men and women are not going to fail you. They are mission focused, driven, committed. Give them a chance. They just need something to latch onto. Give them some guidance, what we call commander's intent, and what you want as the end state or the effects you want to achieve. And those veterans are going to do amazingly well for any company that'll give them a chance.
Amazing.